Alright, guys, I just really wanted to say this quick. Ever since Freddie Mercury and Eric Carr actually both died on the same day, I just wanted to commemorate them. So, as you may know, Eric Carr and Freddie Mercury both died on November 24th, 1991. Eric Carr was 41 years old and Freddie Mercury was 45. So, Eric Carr, who is also known as Paul Charles Carvero, is occasionally known as Eric Carr. Eric Carr isn't his real name. His real name is Paul Charles Carvero. He was born on July 12th, 1950, and he was the drummer for the band rock Kiss from 1980 to 1991. He has been a member for 11 years before he died. So eventually, he was selected because Peter Criss departed. He remained as the member of the Kiss until his death. So his nickname was actually the Fox. So as you may know, he was also known as the Fox. And his parents, Albert and Connie Carr. So apparently, Carr was an Italian descent. He grew up in Bronxville, in Brooklyn, in New York City. His father worked most of the time, and he was actually a fan of music, if I'm not mistaken. So how did Carr audition for Kiss? Well, Carr actually auditioned for Kiss. He submitted a cassette tape with a Carr single, Shandy, but it was Paul Stanley's vocals. It sounded great, and until he added later, he applicationed the file to put on the orange folder that stand out visually. Jane God kissed out her as he noticed the bright color envelope, and so he picked and reviewed one of the pile. So, Carvero actually watched three members of Kiss: Ace Frehley, Gene Simmons, and Stanley. So eventually, Carvero passed the audition. So this is his makeup. So you can just see right here. Sorry, I can't show it because I'm actually using the Bandicam today. So apparently, this one is his makeup. So his actual name was the Fox. So you see right here, this is actually the same thing. It was hired because Simmons liked it and the character was born. Paul Stanley wanted to mention it looked like Big Bird, but only 2 weeks before Carr's stage debut, it was the makeup for the personal VA of the Fox. So you can see right here, Carr was actually drumming in the 1982 music video, I Love It Loud. It was the Fox's first time drumming, so apparently it was like the staple of the band. So what really happened to Carr in 1991? Well, in February 1991, Carr began to feel really ill. He was diagnosed with heart cancer. So apparently he was actually cancer-free, and he was flying to Los Angeles in 1991. But by the time he lost his hair due to chemotherapy treatments, and he was wearing a wig. So after the video shoot, Carr flew back to New York to continue the cancer treatment, but his health deteriorated. So eventually, not long afterwards, in September of 1991, he suffered an aneurysm and was rushed to the hospital. He never gained consciousness. He suffered a brain hemorrhage, and on this day, which is November 24th, which is today, 30 years ago, Carr died at just 41 years old. The same day, Freddie Mercury, the British lead singer of the rock band Queen, actually died as well. So, what can I even compare with Freddie Mercury? Well, Freddie Mercury also died on the same day as the rock drummer Eric Carr. So eventually, for Freddie Mercury, who was born as Freddie Mercury, was born on September 5th, 1946. He was a British singer and the lead vocalist of the rock band, The Queen. He was born in Zambia, which is in Africa. So he was an English rock singer, and apparently at just 8 years old, he returned to Zambia in the secondary school. So in 1964, the family fled during the Zambia Revolution. So apparently they moved to Middlesex in England. So Freddie was actually studying for written music for years. He formed the Queen in 1970 with Brian May and Roger Taylor. So apparently Brian May and Roger Taylor are alive. So, as you may know, he actually just sang a lot of songs such as The Killer Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody, which was also in the 2018 movie Bohemian Rhapsody. It is the same name. Somebody to Love, We Are the Champions, Don't Stop Me Now, I Want to Break Free, Radio Gaga, and some other songs right here. So what happened to Freddie Mercury in 1991? Well, I was saying the same day as Eric Carr died. So apparently on the 24th of November, Mercury died in his home in Kingston at just 45 years old. The cause of death was bronchopneumonia. It was resulting from AIDS. So eventually, Mercury's funeral service was conducted on the 27th of November. So apparently, 35 of his close friends, including Elton John and the members of the Queen, it's carried in the chapel sounds of Take My Hand and You Got a Friend by Aretha Franklin. So apparently, in the accordance of Mercury's wishes, Mary Austin took possessions and its cremated remains. It was an undislocated location where the whereabouts of believed to him only to Austin, which said he will never reveal them. So eventually, what I was about to say is, today the Kiss members and the Queen members began singing, even though they've lost a member, like a band member. It was really sad. It was really, really tragic because, my father has been listening to these songs when he was just a boy. He was a boy at that time. When he was a kid, he listened to that songs, and I think he was my age, if I'm not mistaken. Also for my mom, since she's actually heard about the Queen before, rock band, I've also heard about Queen before when I was just a little girl. Apparently, I still listen to these songs back in the days. For Kiss, I just see the one in the Archie comics saying that there's like the debut of the Kiss members of the band. You could actually just see there's like Paul Stanley and Eric Singer. There's also, if I'm not mistaken, Gene Simmons. So guys, that's all for now that I really have to say about Freddie Mercury and Eric Carr. So today is actually their 30th death anniversary and the 30th anniversary since both of them died. So I just wanted to commemorate them. So I really wanted to say this before I really sign off. Rest in peace, Eric Carr from Kiss and Freddie Mercury from Queen. Thank you for your hard work and thank you for making our lives great. Your songs are now popular these days, and thank you for making everyone sing these kinds of songs. Rest in peace.